Well, well, well. Looky what we have here. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and I was expecting Blade's uniform. I was expecting something else. That is not what we got indeed. So, what has happened to the scheduling of this update? Let's take a look. We get this post here, September sneak peek. It's the September update, even though we're already in October. Number 7, 10,000 views. My goodness. In a blistering 9 hours. Bolstered by the addition of new powerful heroes, the Midnight Suns is prepared to combat the forces of damnation. One hero in particular is willing to risk everything in order to stop the forces of hell, with 2 L's. Soon, the burning world will have a new king. Ghost Rider Tier 3 added. Yeah. By golly, they did it. 5 Universal Tier 3s almost back to back to back to back to back. Silver Surfer, Odin, Black Bolt, Dormammu, and Ghost Rider. And Black Bolt, Dormammu, and Ghost Rider are only separated by 1, which is Storm. So 3 of the last 4 tier 3s have all been universal, 75% of them. So that one universal book seems a little bit less suspicious now in hindsight. That one universal book wasn't for Dormammu, it was somehow for Ghost Rider. So I feel kind of glad that I didn't go ahead and pull the trigger on Dormammu, because there's no way, given how long it took me to get his potential, there's no way I would have gotten the books for Ghost Rider. And I'm gonna do something kind of dumb, but I'm sort of gonna prep myself for Ghost Rider, because I think I'm gonna tier 3 Ghost Rider before Dormammu. Call me crazy. The new King of Hell is here. No word on Blade's uniform, by the way. Agents, it's time to cleanse the earth of evil. It sure is. People are very hyped for Ghost Rider. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. I'm still sort of, trying to make sense of all this. Why? Okay, one thing. I don't want to ruin any hype, but why did they release Ghost Rider's uniform and then his tier 3 the next week? Why not just release Blade's uniform last week and then release Ghost Rider's uniform and tier 3 at the same time, right? Where is the incentive to put them a week apart? That I don't agree with. I will say that. I will say this. So I've always said that I think Marvel Future Fight, and I've always said recently, the last like year-ish, I've been saying that I think Marvel Future Fight needs to, especially the last 6 months since Grand Cross came out, and I thought Netmarble needed to spread out their updates, because there's actually a lot of content in an MFF update if you put it all together, right? Multiple new characters, multiple uniforms, game mode adjustments, yada yada yada. Other games don't necessarily dump that much content in one go, month over month, right? Like every single month. Some of them spread it out. And Grand Cross does this very, very well, where they release one character and some game mode stuff or some events, and then the next week they do that. Marvel Future Fight is not doing the greatest job of emulating that. It seems like they are trying to emulate that formula by releasing the new characters first and a couple of the new uniforms, and then drip feeding us the next uniforms in the weeks that follow. So we had this uniform 2 weeks ago, then we had this uniform last week, and now this week we're getting just his tier 3. Personally, I don't think they should split up a tier 3 and a uniform for the same character. I feel like that creates a weird... That just creates a weird division in the game. Also, if you think about it, if the uniform sale... I'm not sure if the uniform sale is still on, but if the uniform sale is over, then you're going to have a situation where... They should have thought about this. A situation where... you're going to have players who now want to buy this uniform to tier 3 Ghost Rider who didn't buy this uniform because tier 3 Ghost Rider wasn't available, and now they're screwed, right? So I feel like it's just not a good marketing idea. It's not a good ploy to sort of split up that many updates related to the same character. If it's different characters or different uniforms, it's fine, but the same character, the same uniform in tier 3, I think that has to happen at the same time, in my opinion. Also, another thing that I think needs to happen is events related to the characters if it's just a singular update. So, for example, we got Moon Knight by himself, just his uniform. Like, we knew it was coming, whatever. But, we had a whole week where it was just Mr. Knight. But there were no Moon Knight themed events. There was no Moon Knight Battle World. There was no... I mean, there's events that the players sort of put themselves into by, testing out Moon Knight in alliance battle or testing him out against Galactus or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is there was nothing specifically created for Moon Knight. And I think if they can drum up more hype surrounding a new uniform, if that's going to be the only thing that happens during the week, that they should put together some events, just a couple of events, to 2 or 3, to sort of bolster the update and make it feel more robust as an update. Hey, for the next week, every time you use Moon Knight in World Boss Ultimate, you're gonna get an extra 5 CCF. Wow. So it's only an extra 20. It's only an extra 35 CCF for the week, but it's something, right? It's something. And so players who don't buy his uniform have to carry him on a stage, but they're still using Moon Knight. And then players who buy his uniform, they get an extra kick out of it, and they can play whatever stage they want, 40, 50, 60, 70, right? Something simple like that. But again, they're just so greedy with rewards. Anywho, rant over. I just feel like they've gone a little bit too far with the spread out update idea, and this is sort of the extreme on the other end of the spectrum. I still personally prefer the spread out updates instead of having everything dumped on one day. But hit me up in the comments down below and let me know whether you want everything dumped on one day or whether you prefer this spread out tactic that they're trying now. I think they can do a better job of spreading it out. But I still think this is better than having everything dumped on one single day. And it's definitely less overwhelming for players who don't have a ton of resources, because they can sort of slowly build up to things. So let's take a look at the tier 3 sneak peek now that I've blabbed on and on. Sorry, I wanted to talk about that. I don't want to do it in a separate video. Very cool. Super dope. So they're really embracing his sort of like badass biker Ghost Rider vibe. You've got the skull rushing towards you in the fire there. Really cool. He pulls up to Hotel Inferno. The fact that they put Hotel Inferno in the sneak peek for his tier 3 again still makes me feel like we could get Mephisto. Like this could be a 2-part update because we're leading up to an update. The timing of the battle pass ending, the timing of the events and things leads us to believe that we're going to start seeing sneak peeks in a week, which means that then we're going to start, or 2 weeks or whatever, and then we're going to start getting the update at the end of October, which is Halloween, right? And Mephisto, Hell, Halloween, skulls, pumpkins, all that stuff. So yeah, and then they're also delaying Blade's uniform, vampires, vampire hunters. It's all very Halloween themed. Anywho, maybe I'm just hoping for Halloween themed update. Yeah, but maybe we could get Mephisto to come to the game. Anywho, there's actually 2 tier 3 sneak peeks. The first one for the eagle-eyed fans here, I saw this on Reddit. There's a T in the chains, okay, which normally you might not think is anything, but then right after that, just 2 frames later, you get chains, 3 chains dropping, specifically 3 chains. But that's not all, right? If that was the only sneak peek, you might not think it's him, right? But then when the chains drop and you get the look in his eyes, just like Star-Lord, you can see pretty clearly the T and the 3 pop up. So this is the very clear tier 3 icon that people are going to screenshot and whatever. But the chains dropping was very reminiscent of the Storm tier 3, where it was a tier 3 lightning bolt, and then a couple of frames later there was 3 lightning bolts, I think, coming down the side to indicate the number 3. So again, creative as ever from the sneak peek team. Love it. Love the sound effects. I love the close-up chains, to be honest. I really think that this game should zoom in a bit more, because the graphics of this game are actually very, very good for just all things considered. The graphics for this game are very good. And seeing things up close, even though the quality will worsen when you get closer, I think is definitely worth it. I feel like World Boss, for example, I was thinking about this in the Thor video. I feel like World Boss is just too far away. The characters look like tiny little sprites. If they could move the camera in and move the camera down, I feel like it would do the game a lot more justice, and the game would actually get a lot more credit for being really high quality, and the graphics being very, very good for being a mobile game. You know, everyone's gushing over Genshin Impact or whatever. This game still has really nice, you know, really high polygon count and really nice texturing for a mobile game. Like, look at his chest and the eye, you know, the graphics there, and his head especially looks dope, dude. They did a really good job on his skull. So yeah, one more thing I want to point out for Ghost Rider specifically. This is obviously a visual bug. Okay, you can see the GIF. The GIF is a bit slow on his wheels, so you can see it ticks 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it sort of tick the different layers of the flames. However, if you abruptly change your tab, hang on. Sometimes it doesn't work. It's not working now. Oh, there, the fire goes out. Did you see that? It's not working now. This totally worked off video. Come on. There. And you can replicate this a lot. It kept happening to me when I was going. Yep, there it is. Oh, it was out for so long. It was out for so long. So yeah, this is obviously a visual bug that needs to be fixed. Oh. Obviously a visual bug that needs to be fixed. Please don't take his bike away. I'm not saying take his bike away this time. I know I made fun of it, and Cosmic Ghost Rider's bike went bye-bye, but don't take his bike away. Just maybe fix the flames, I guess. So what you should do before Ghost Rider Tier 3 comes to the game is nothing. Don't do this. Don't go ahead and upgrade his gears, because there's a chance that his Tier 3 is going to be bad. There's a chance that his, you know, his Tier 3 skill, his Tier 3 stat bump, 20. There's a chance that his Tier 3 stat bump is just not going to be that good, right? There's a chance that you're going to just piss away all your resources with max rolls. So it's really not a good idea to do this, okay? Yeah, I'm actually going to stop. I just spent like 300 Titan component packs on that gear. Are you kidding me? I really want a Tier 3 Ghost Rider, but I might not even be able to Tier 3 him. Are you joking? I'm getting wrecked on these gears. I'm in the hell cycle right now. I'm trapped in a hellish cycle. 24. You've got to be shitting me. That's mental, dude. Every time we talk about this, wow. I spent another 300 basically. Almost. Wow. Every time we talk about this, we realize how badly we need more rewards. I spend money on this game and I can't keep up. You have to spend hundreds of dollars if you want to keep up with everything. Which is fair, but for spending $100, you should not be this shafted. So yeah, we definitely need more ways to farm Tier 3 materials in the game, and we definitely need better rewards for ABX and GBR. Anywho, let me know what you guys think of Ghost Rider. I'm actually gonna stop. I was gonna do this in the video, but I am getting completely wrecked on his gears. So I think I'm just gonna stop and actually wait myself. I wasn't gonna wait, but I think I'm gonna wait. What, 10? This is out of control, man. This is out of control. They tweaked the rates for sure. They tweaked the rates. Did we get anything under 5 except for these first rolls? 11. All right, I'm done. I might not even Tier 3 Ghost Rider. This is insane. I'm gonna drop under 1,000. That's mental. That's mental. All right, Netmarble, you're pushing your whales to the edge, man. You guys got to update the rewards for the game. It's a joke, man. All right, thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.